What's up, bosses? Ready to get fueled up with knowledge? Sorry, that was pretty lame. Anyway, we've got a lot in this week's show, like some words of warning to drivers from a law enforcement officer about the current road check blitz. We share the results of CVSA's Blitz Week. We tell you about Women in Trucking's new event. We explain the DOT's National Freight Strategic Plan. And of course, we have everyone's favorite dynamic duo, Matt and Joey. Let's get rolling. Welcome to this week's Truck Boss Show. We have a ton of stuff to get to, but before we get to those topics, let's take a moment of silence for all the events canceled this year by COVID. Well, a lot of things did get canceled. The Big Rig Challenge continued. Though we, meaning the Truck Boss team, didn't get to go, we chatted with the head honcho himself for some highlights. Give us the lowdown. How did this weekend turn out?
Boy, this weekend was absolutely fabulous. We had great weather. 70s during the day, 50 at night. No rain. We had a great fan turnout. We had a great truck turnout. The only thing we missed was all our Canadian friends. We did have a couple that were working down here that crossed and came and raced, but other than that, we missed all our, probably 45, 50 Canadian trucks. But saying that, we had 53 trucks show up to race, so 51 were American, and that's a huge improvement from 3 years ago when we had maybe 10 American trucks. So coming a long ways here in the United States. It's exciting to think about the future, what we're going to do here.
In terms of next year, how big are you going? You guys, you realize that you could kind of have a good turnout despite what all was going on. So next year, when everything is kind of a little bit better, what are you guys going to do to top this year?
Well, we always look for big names for our bands. Bands attract a lot of people, and Tony and I are working together. He's got a couple ideas, so we're working hard on that. We're going to be in contact here the next few weeks. We hope the border's open. Boy, I would think by next summer the border should be open, but this is a crazy world we live in right now, and who knows. We usually have a carnival on site. Now with COVID, they could not come. In the past, we've charged for the carnival, like the fans or the kids had to pay, $20 for the bracelet. This year we're looking at just us paying the carnival, and then it'd be free to the fans, which I think that would be a huge improvement for families.
Now, of course, I can't let you go without learning what was your favorite part of this weekend.
Oh boy.
Putting you on the spot.
So my favorite part, a couple friends of mine are the two Canadians that come down. Okay, they're big supporters of what we do, and they're about 8 hours into Canada on the Ontario-Quebec border, and they've helped. So my other business is a logging trucking business, and I've had trucks break down up by them. 8 hours into Canada by Quebec there, and they've fixed my trucks and got my guys going. So we're good friends. One of my employees was going to run a truck that we threw together for A class, which is the top class, and a clutch went out of it Friday night, Saturday morning. He didn't get time to change it. So I told one of the Canadians there, one of my friends, that he brought a B class truck down. I said, if you can change that clutch and put the trans back in, you can run it. So he did. He changed it, put a new clutch in it, and ran it Sunday, and he ended up winning the A loaded class with it. And this truck was just a truck that we had drugged from out behind the barn, put a really good compound turbo setup on it, really good injectors, ECM, fuel pump, and it did have a C18, a higher horsepower camshaft in it. And he ended up winning it all in the A loaded. So that was super impressive. Like that was the upset of the weekend.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time out of your day to chat with us and give us the lowdown on this weekend. Again, we're very sorry that we missed it, but next year we are planning to attend.
Yep.
We're going to, show up and support you guys and also, give a couple of live shout outs while we're there.
And tell all your fans there to have them check out our Facebook page. I've filmed a lot of videos and put on there. They're live videos, so you just have to scroll back a little bit, but it'll really give you an idea of what we're doing and how cool it is to have 120, 140,000 pound side-by-side drag racing up a hill.
We're all really bummed we missed it, and all of Tony's gloating doesn't help. But there's always next year. Now, Isela, what did the Trooper tell you this time?
International Road Check 2020 has officially started, so I hope you have all your ducks in a row. Let's hear from Trooper Crawford on what to expect.
Trooper Crawford, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Now, we know that the International Road Check started as of yesterday, and you did provide us a checklist. But explain to us why it's very important to have these annual road checks.
The biggest thing is safety. Make sure the trucks are safe enough to be going up and down the road.
Now, what are some of the violations that you have seen?
Most of them, usually we have an emphasis on load securement, and that seems to be a big deal. And then also logbooks. seem to be the other one that gets a lot of violations.
Now, what are some of the risks of not having your truck up to par, whether there's an annual road check or not?
But it goes back to nearly everything we do is because of safety. Any safety issues, the major safety issues, can get you parked until that's repaired. So that's the main focus is safety.
Now, what are some of the advice that you would give our drivers to better prepare for their next trip?
Have all your paperwork in order in a binder where everything's just right there. Keep a clean truck. We seem to migrate towards something that's not clean and shiny. Trucks don't get messed with as much as some of the others do. So just look professional, be professional, and everything will go smooth. Awesome.
Well, Officer Crawford, I really do appreciate you taking the time to be with us on the show, at least giving us, some of your advice and some of the things for them to look out for.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Alrighty, we've made sure to keep you posted on all the road checks. Now it's your turn to make sure you pass all the inspections. Carlin, what's the update on the CVSA Blitz?
Thanks, Isela. Well, we've got the final numbers from the CVSA's Operation Safe Driver Week, and they aren't really that surprising. From July 12th to the 17th, more than 66,000 drivers were being unsafe on U.S. and Canadian roadways, resulting in more than 71,000 citations and warnings. And as I'm sure of a lot of you professional drivers out there guessed, passenger vehicles accounted for most of the issues, with more than 36,000 getting warnings and tickets. That means about 30,000 commercial motor vehicle drivers were stopped. The top 5 citations given to the commercial drivers were speeding, failure to use a seatbelt, failure to obey traffic signs and lights, using a phone while driving, and improper lane changing. For a full breakdown of the numbers, you can follow the links in the comments below. Now, Isela, what are the women in trucking up to during this pandemic?
One thing we all know for sure is when I see or hear about successful women, I'm all for it. This past week, 4 women vet drivers celebrated a voting milestone with a convoy for Louisa Swain. One of the trucks was wrapped with Swain's image, Swain being the very first woman to cast a vote in Wyoming. The 4 women that drove in the convoy made their first stop in Washington, D.C., making several stops at events and historical locations, making it to Wyoming to the History House for the reenactment and the 150th celebration for Miss Louisa Swain. Gotta love me some history. And speaking of women, our ladies in Real Women in Trucking announced their Queen of the Road Award winners of 2020. So congratulations to Edwina, Christy, and Vonnie. Great job, ladies. Keep up the hard work. We're proud of you. Carlin, what's going on with freight?
We all know that the United States infrastructure needs work, and right now policymakers are working to get the Fixing America's Surface Transportation Act prepared. And that includes creating a national freight strategic plan to help inform infrastructure planning and support freight movement. As you all know, freight moves the U.S. It impacts everything from energy production to agriculture. Now, the plan is 118 pages long, so we didn't dive too deep into everything that's covered. But we did want to point out that the plan does mention that e-commerce is on the rise, and trucks are the primary mode of transport for those shipments moving less than 750 miles. It also talks about other issues like congestion and truck parking, so be sure to check out that full plan and go to the DOT's website. Now, Isela, what else do we have for them?
Now we go to our favorite duo, as requested by the public, Matt and Joey, as they discuss rest stops.
Bro, you are not going to believe. You're not even going to believe. Watch. What happened? Bro, you really weren't kidding. This place is a dump. A serious dump, bro. I mean, bro. Yeah, well, what did I tell you? I told you not to stop at this rest area. I told you about what happens over at these rest areas. What's the matter with you? Yeah, I know, but I had to go, bro. You know when you gotta go, right? No, you use a tree or something before you stop at these places over here. I told you, this place is no good. These rest areas, it's like they defunded the maintenance crew or something around here. I warned you. What happened anyway? What did you see in there? Anything good? Bro, you don't even want to know. There was like, in one stall, there was like a dinosaur in the toilet bowl, and then the other stall had well, I don't know, something else. Like a guy threw up or something. I don't know. It was everywhere. And then I went to the other stall, and there was freaking pee everywhere. It was like the guy went in there like he was putting out a fire. Bro, did you even get to go to the bathroom? Did you even do it? Bro, I didn't even get to go. I couldn't. It was like my bowels saw and smelled what was going on in there, and they were like, "Nah, don't do it in here." I had to get out of there. They didn't even have no soap. There was no paper towels, but they had the COVID signs all over the place, to wash your hands and social distance and wear your mask and stuff. They had that. Yeah, but you said there was a dinosaur? Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it.
Well, there's our friends Matt and Joey, giving us the 411 on the clean, dirty restrooms. If it's dirty, I walk out.
Yeah.
Sorry, not
same
doing
here,
it.
And I assume a lot of people do unless there's an emergency. But hey, we get
Then-
that. You guys being on the road all the time, you kind of just like, hey, I got to do what I got to do. And you walk on.
Yes.
So let's talk about something a little less dirty, though. How about something awesome? The Boss Box giveaway. So you know how we do this every month? We do our Boss Box giveaway. Go to Facebook right now. At the top of our Facebook page, there's a video, and it says Boss Box giveaway. Boom. Watch it. That'll tell you how to win, what's in the box, and all that other awesome stuff. We kind of detail all the cool swag that is in there, and you'll find out how to win it, and then voila. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
do whatever we ask you to do, and boom, you can win some free stuff.
Yeah, of course. But then you already know we're going to hook you up with something cool because only the cool show does that. Hello,
That's
the
right.
Truck Boss Show.
That's right. We have nothing but cool things.
Yeah.
So.
But now we're going to move on to tomorrow's extra. It's something that you can't miss out because we have our girl. She's the newest addition to the Truck Boss Show, Jacinda Duran, who was at the Arlene Bennett event. And of course, so much went on. She got to visit with a lot of our friends, our homies. And well, Miss Arlene, she was a big influence in the trucking industry.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So they got to celebrate with Miss Arlene and great stuff. So stay tuned for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't miss tomorrow's extra.
Don't miss tomorrow's extra. And next week, we got something else cool
Yes.
happening, don't we?
Yeah, and it's your first time that we get to step
the first
out
event I get to go
of
to
the year.
like ever, honestly, because COVID has canceled everything.
Yes.
But not this show that's
Not
coming
this
up.
show.
The Busted Knuckle.
Yes, the Busted Knuckle pre-show is what we're going to be doing. We're going to get to see like the behind the scenes of what all it takes to have all this event put together. And we're going to have some little bit of extra things, cool stuff. And Carlin, for the first time, you get to travel with us and
Finally.
just enjoy the fun.
It's what?
and
September? Gosh.
Why November?
Well,
Slow down.
again, time flies. It just
True.
all blurs together
True,
at this
true,
point.
true.
Hey, I don't know.
Anyways, don't miss out.
Yeah, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, do all that awesome stuff to continue to support us because we can't do this without your guys' support. So invite your friends, invite your mom, invite your
Everybody.
dad. Let them know that we do this because of you guys.
Yes, so wait. What?
I know, I kind of
Hold
messed
on,
that
you
up. Let's
just
do that
said-
again. Do it
Let's
again.
do one
do it
more
again.
time. Ready? So why did we do this?
Because you're the boss.